Excuse me for a sec. Look what time it is. Okay, it's only 5 minutes. This is when I normally would begin anyway, but let's fix the lighting. Lighting stinks, guys. I am so sorry. Okay. Hello, everyone. I originally titled this video Rainy Saturday, but the sun has magically... Well, let's go look outside right now, guys. Let's go quickly look outside. I'll try to get a view. Get a view of it right now so you can see. Yep. The sun actually came out for a little while, but there's clouds around. I see some blue trying to come out, but the sun has been out for a couple hours, since maybe 2 o'clock. But it's so cold right now. In fact, let's see what Mr. Texan's saying. What's the temperature in my room? Starting to get a little drafty in here. Starting to get a little drafty, guys. Let's take a look at the weather right now. We'll see what the low is tonight. Okay, so the low tonight is expected to be around 53. So it is going to warm up next week. Okay. Look, guys. Wait, had Jeff Smith up? I'm sure Jeff Smith has updated it. Let me put this down for a sec. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, here we go. Put this in a better angle. That's what happens when you try to use this tablet. Okay, here we go. Now I should be able to pull it up. So I think we're supposed to hit 70 next week. Yeah, Wednesday we're supposed to hit 70. Oh no. Spotty shower again next week. Really? Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something outside on Tuesday, but I'm not gonna disclose that at the moment. So Wednesday, I guess I could take the resident outside that likes to go out to the patio. So he'll be lucky enough that I get to take him outside on Wednesday. So I'll have to bring that up with him that, again, it seems Monday seems to be the day, and then Wednesday it's... Okay, so right now it is 5:48. And we're going to wait for Cousin Brucie. Yeah. For the cuz. I'm going to wait for the cousin. Yep. We will wait it out. And, yeah, we will listen along. So, welcome. Again, I thought it would be raining again, but it turns out the sun actually has made an appearance on a Saturday in New York City. For the first time in 7 weeks. Wow. But again, it is windy. That's what makes this negative. It's like, I was on Tarrant County stream earlier, and yeah. I was mentioning to Chicago EAS earlier, it's like, you know, New York and Chicago now are starting to become equally as windy now. We should be the East Coast windy city if you really want to think about that. Given that we're so close to water and the proximity to everything, it's... You know, I should have elaborated on that. Okay. Hang on, I'm trying to figure this out. Yep, you're gone. Okay, so let's get into what I told Tarrant County, what I told SBC Hamilton, and everybody who was watching that stream earlier. And I might as well make the announcement official, hopefully. So, I'm hoping by all circumstances, I am hoping to have the annual New York City holiday video up on Monday, December 25th. So we will have an Andy Plays per usual on a Sunday on Christmas Eve. And then that Monday around 9 a.m. Eastern, as some people will be unwrapping their presents on Christmas Day, I'll keep you company, hopefully, like I've tried to do here on Andy's Randomness for the past couple of years. Why do I don't get that. I don't get that question. Are you talking about Atlanta? Because if you're talking about Atlanta, WSM does kind of come out here in New York City, but you need circumstances to be forewarned on that, if that's what that person was asking. So yeah, that's the big announcement I wanted to make. I wanted to actually make an announcement before I let me check at the radio here. So we'll get Cousin Brucie set up in just a bit. I'm just waiting for Vinny Medunio to wrap up his show. So, certain people are going to know where I am on a specific date. The people who I trust are Charlton. That's one person who I trust. Matt Camper will probably know the filming dates, and that's going to be it, guys. I'm not telling anybody else, not even my mods, because then there'll be too much transparency and certain people are going to find out where I am, and, you know, that's the way it's going right now. Oh, and Andrew. I forgot about Andrew Lee. So that makes 3 people that are going to know the filming dates that I have in mind. And I trust these people because, you know, I've known them for a while. They're not going to leak anything to outside sources. I have a couple filming dates in mind that I'm not going to give them just yet. Maybe one particular date that I might have given out already regarding when I'm going to film Macy's. And regarding the holidays, we know next weekend, and I don't know why they're doing it on Halloween weekend. I don't get it. It should have been on Veterans Day weekend because then a lot more people could have come out. But next week, it is confirmed that the ice skating rinks at both Bryant Park and the main ice skating rink I want to see what time it is. Sorry about that, guys. 5:53. Okay. So yes, Woolman Rink in Central Park, Bryant Park next Saturday. If you're in New York City, you have your ice skates ready. Come on out. Oh, they're playing the Monster Mash. Why is Vinny Medunio playing the Monster Mash right now? By the way, I have the ID of iHeart Halloween going up on the 31st. So, yeah. There's Zach. Here he is. I wanted to make him a mod. Zach, just making you a mod in case something is going on with a certain situation I don't want to talk about right now. I've shared a post on my community tab. So, guys, I want you to meet one of my new mods. So, Zach, if you want to say hi right now, the floor is all yours. Zach is somebody who I've known now for, you know, a long time. I wish we've been on a bad track for a couple years before COVID, but I'm hoping we can, talk more regularly. Oh, speaking of Mr. Camper, there he is. Hello, Matt. Guys, I want to mention Matt is in Buffalo tonight for the Islander game. I'm saying hi. Oh, I know who this is. Okay. Hello there. Sorry, I was zooming in for a second there. And I should really have a way to, list all comments at the same time. Oh, there they are. Okay. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay. Zach, I don't do that. I don't come out to that anymore, if that's what you're referring to. Sorry, but my Saturday nights are sacred now, and given that I have these crazy hectic travel schedules between Queens and Long Island nowadays, it's kind of can be hectic. Let's just put that out there. Zach, I don't go live on Sundays. There's a reason why, because Sunday is football/NASCAR day. Well, I have 3 more NASCAR races left. Yeah. It's not just me, Zach. It's Pine Power LI too, regarding Crazy Bus. Ugh. I don't even want to get into that right now. Please. And I'm telling you guys, the Suffolk County mess is not going to be pleasant next Sunday. I don't even want to imagine how the 30th is going to end up on the first Monday with the new bus redesign in Suffolk going into effect. Well, yeah, of course, Nice Bus is crazy, because think about it. You're dealing with 1800 bus Orion models that don't have their transmissions accurately working. Their engines don't have the right parts. They don't put the fluids in correctly on the 1800s, and, they're doing it for a reason, because they know they're getting scrapped. Long story short. I said, guys, I don't want to think about Nice Bus, please. The only thing mass transit-wise that I'm concerned about is just the Suffolk County situation and then the Long Island Railroad, which the new schedules are going to begin on Monday, November 13th. And I'm going to tell you guys right now on the Hempstead line, and I hope my friend from Garden City is watching this. If he's not, then I'll have to message him at a later date, but looks like people on the Hempstead branch are going to get screwed again in the afternoon. I kept telling the railroad time and time again, there needs to be 2 trains that go to Hempstead in the afternoon from Atlantic Terminal. Oh, Pokemon fans here. Oh, yeah, you told me about what happened in Staten Island with the S79 yesterday. That was... Oh, man. Alright, so it looks like Cousin Brucie is about to begin. Let's get the tablet ready, and then we'll talk in a little bit. Okay, let's get the tablet ready. I have a stand here. I don't want it that way. I had a good angle earlier. There we go. Come on. There we go. Hello, DGA. Thank you for joining. Just in time for Cousin Brucie. Well, we're recording the opening on live stream, and then I'm gonna put it on the channel later on for those who couldn't, Good way of putting it earlier. I don't know what happened. Okay, there we go. I got it. We're good. Okay. Oh. Come on. Got it. Okay, we're good. running late again, like last week. Guys, he did this last week.
More music on 77 WABC. WABC New York and 107.1 WLIR Hampton Bays. WABC. Cousin Brucie. Testing. If you can hear me, beat your horn. If you don't have a horn, beat something. Don't you want to put your hands up, baby? Come on, let's go. What a groovy show. Come on and with Cousin Brucie. Well, thank you, Vinny Madugno, my cousin Vinny, for opening the doors to great music here on Music Radio WABC. It's going to be a heck of a night. And into the wee hours, right? We have all kinds of great programming for you right here on 77. Bring that up. I love it. With Cousin Brucie. So let's go into our little town hall, our mini town hall. Wasn't there something in one of those movies? Michael was a mini something, all right? Mini might. Thank you, Jeff. Mini might, remember that. All right, not mini might, but mini might. That's where we are. So on the show tonight, a lot of good things. You have a special guest star, Tommy James. We're going to catch him in the wings of a theater. In the wings of a theater, he's out in St. Charles, Illinois. I think it's the Acadia Theater. So right in the wings, we're going to talk to him. Isn't that amazing what we can do today? And then at 8, that's 7, then at 8 o'clock, a special treat that I just sort of found out about before I got on the air. I received the record a couple days ago. I gave you a little clue on my video. So if you watch the video, on my Facebook page, you know approximately what's happening. So on the show today, of course, as you know, no politics. I know everybody once in a while likes to get on there and wave flags and give your opinions, which is great. I love your opinions. I respect them, right? I don't necessarily agree with a lot of, but I respect them, right? We all have our feelings. And but in this particular time, these 4 hours, no, we are just going to be having one heck of a time. We are related. We are together in this. It's called the music like this. You better listen to me, every one of you.
Right, there we go. There we go. So I'll try to record that later tonight from the stream, and then we'll put it up as a main video. Charger, you guys, I do apologize. Cable doesn't go that far. Okay. So that's interesting. So I'm going to be eating dinner when Tommy James is on. Mike, perfect timing. You just missed it. Cousin Brucie made a big announcement. 7 o'clock tonight. He's going to be interviewing Tommy James from Tommy James and the Shandells. And this is interesting because he just announced on the air that it's 7 p.m. Central, which will be 8 p.m. Eastern. Tommy is doing a live show tonight in Illinois. So literally an hour before Tommy takes the stage in, I don't know what town this was, but he was mentioning this. Yeah, so he's going to interview Tommy James, which, Tommy James is a well-known musical artist from the 1960s. So, I might record that on my Prunus and maybe put that up on a later date or something. I really do want you guys to hear this interview. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be really special to hear that tonight. And I'll probably be eating dinner as the cousin will be conducting this interview. And then 8 p.m. I don't know. Is Cousin Brucie gonna be playing something new? Because he just teased it. 8 p.m. he's playing a new song tonight. Now, we don't know what it is. It could be artist from the 50s, 60s, or maybe the 70s. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out what will be the song at 8 o'clock. Yeah, so, I think this is the most anticipated Cousin Brucie show of the whole year, it sounds like. And today is only October 21st. Wow. And I'm assuming the Cuz will probably do his show on New Year's Eve. Give me a second. I want to find out something. Oh, okay. So I didn't want to trigger anybody's Amazon speaker, but that's why I was on mute just for now. So New Year's Eve is on a Sunday. Christmas Eve is on a Sunday. So I'm thinking the Cuz's last show of this calendar year, and let's, pray he's in good health, because he's in his 80s and things can happen. But hopefully, if things go well, the Cuz should be live on December 23rd, and then that. So, if I were John Catsimatidis, and I were WABC Radio, I would tell Joe Piscopo, sorry man, you're gonna have to get lost. And you know what I would do for that night, Christmas Eve? And I might get called out for it, and I don't care. You guys can criticize me all you want. But I think Vinny Medugno should be doing the Christmas Eve show. Now, how many hours is he going to get? That's a good question. But if I'm Red Apple Media, that's what I would do in that situation. Because you're not going to make Cousin Brucie do back-to-back nights. And you know what I would tell Joe Piscopo? Do your Sinatra show on New Year's Eve. It'll be special. People will want to listen in. And I might tune in for a bit on that Sunday night. So, yeah. Let's read your comments. Wow, there's a lot of wrestling tonight. I mean, Mike, I'm going to be busy with hockey. In fact, I just mentioned Matt Camper, who just tuned in briefly a little while ago. He just checked in from Buffalo, and he's with the Booster Club tonight, the Islanders Booster Fan Club tonight up in Buffalo. Obviously, after my dinner, I'm going to watch the game on MSGSN. And just in case if my internet decides to go out, because we all know how Spectrum can be, I got my Sangean CO100 set for WRHU 88.7, because I'm not listening to AM 1050 where it's going to sound muffled. Alright? So, I didn't even watch the end of SmackDown last night. I only watched like 90 minutes of it. So I have to catch up on like the last half hour. But I know the gist of what happened last night. Yeah! If anybody watches WWE, you'll get what I'm saying. And I will do my Crown Jewel prediction video on... I think I'll probably do it on Friday, on November 3rd next week. Because I'm thinking I should do it that Friday because I think most of the stars are going to be in Saudi Arabia who are on the card. So I'm thinking that would be a general idea, Mike. So if you want to do your predictions on that Friday, I think you should. Because a couple WWE stars are going to be in the States getting ready for that live show. I think it's in Binghamton that weekend on that Saturday. I'm not too sure because Becky Lynch is supposed to be main eventing that event. The new general manager, Nick Aldis. I mean, I don't know that much about him. I get why he got upset over the Uso situation. The Uso situation is complicated because you have one Uso on SmackDown and the other is on Raw, and both went on their shows this week. Jimmy cost Jay the tag team titles. Jay came over to back up John Cena last night, so it kind of makes things a little bit complicated. So I get why Nick Aldis had to, tell Jay Uso and Adam Pearce to get lost last night. Now, I like Adam Pearce. I've been somebody who's ridden high on Adam Pearce since he became an on-screen official. And he's had to make some tough decisions, and I've agreed with a lot of the stuff he's done, talent-wise. But now he has a big job on Raw. I certainly think he earned the job. I'm glad Triple H is now overseeing a lot of the things now that Endeavor told Vince McMahon to just get lost. Because, I'm going to tell you what I think broke the straw on the camel's back. I think it was the TV deal. Oh, so he was in the Indies. Oh, right. Now I remembered. He's married to former WWE superstar Mickie James. Right. Okay, now I'm starting to remember who he is. Okay, thank you for reminding me. But what I really think that broke the straw on the camel's back was the recent TV deal. The one where Monday Night Raw might not be on USA Network anymore, and apparently now SmackDown's going to be moving to USA next year, which, okay, am I disappointed that SmackDown is not going to be on an over-the-air TV network? I'll tell you one person who's not happy about that, and I think I've mentioned it before. It's my friend up in Port Washington. His mom, when she found out about this, was infuriated because she's a network executive for the Fox network in the city. And she goes to the office one day, works from home the next day. You know how it is in this COVID economy. Well, this post-COVID economy. So when she found out this news, she was, let's just say, not thrilled about this. Because WWE gives Fox a profit, more money in her pocket, etc., etc. So I get why she's upset about this. And I told her, look, I'm upset about it because I was happy that SmackDown was back on an over-the-air network for the first time since it left the CW network and then moved to Sci-Fi and then went to USA Network and now is on Fox and now is going back to USA Network. And then what really made Endeavor mad about that was they realized that Vince cost Endeavor, their parent company, a lot of money. So pretty much they got mad at Vince McMahon. They said, you know what? This man just cost us billions of dollars. Let's put Triple H to maybe do some damage control. And this is just like 2011. This is just like the same situation where Triple H didn't want to be put in charge. And that's what happened in 2011. Triple H didn't want to be in charge. And, now he's in the same situation again. Does Triple H really want to be running creative? We don't know. But so far, he's doing a damn good job at it, better than Vince is. I mean, look at the morale in the locker room. Look what the superstars are telling Dave Meltzer from Wrestling Observer. It's like everybody's happy with Triple H making decisions. Everybody's happy that they can go backstage and tell Triple H how they feel. And, when Vince was around, the only person that felt comfortable talking to Vince was The Rock. And The Rock can tell you that any day of the week. So, WWE's in a better spot right now, folks. I really think it is. Now, to answer Mike's question, what's going to happen to Raw and NXT? Well, one thing's for sure. I would hope that NXT is going to remain on USA. I think, why not? They'll get 2 shows, but then as far as Monday Night Raw is concerned, I mean, there was a time where Monday Night Raw was on a different network, not known as USA, a very long time ago, when we certainly remembered how good WWE was back in those days, even though we constantly booed the living hell out of Eric Bischoff. But that's besides the point. Thank you, Evan. All right, so, what was I going to say? Mike, there have been rumors going around that could there be a chance that an online streamer takes over, like Amazon Prime or Disney Plus? I'm going to be honest here. And, my friend's mom doesn't care about my opinion at this point. I'm hoping Amazon's going to be the one who wins the distribution rights. And I'm only saying Amazon personally because the only streaming service I really have, maybe Disney Plus can come into it. So I would want Amazon number 1 because I have an Amazon Fire Stick. This TV right here. That TV. Alright? So pretty much all I would have to do is grab the Fire Stick, and maybe somebody can understand what I'm talking about here. But when you launch the Thursday night football game, and I did this on Thursday when I was watching, all you have to do is just launch the game. That's it. Jacksonville versus New Orleans launched right on my TV on Thursday. All I had to do was just go on the home screen and then hit watch now, and it loaded just like that. So I'm hoping if it's Amazon, which, okay, I'm paying the additional cost for Amazon Prime anyway for the whole year. They're giving me my free 2-day delivery now, which it seems that's what most Amazon products have nowadays. So I'm already paying a certain price. Oh, I get what you mean. You want it to be on cable? Well, could Sci-Fi be in the picture? Could Fox Sports 1 be in the picture? Is that what you're suggesting? Because it seems that's what you're wishing for. Fox Sports 1. See, that should be a question mark. Fox Sports 1. I never thought of that until now. Now that would mean on DirecTV, that would be on channel 219. I mean, practically I know the USA channel every week. It's channel 242. And I've pretty much known the channel number since 2005 when I first got DirecTV and was waiting for USA to get back Monday Night Raw, so... You know, Mike, you might be onto something. So let's see where I would rank it. Okay, so if Fox wants to keep Monday Night Raw, what they could do is, could the main Fox network still be a picture too? I just realized that. Could Monday Night Raw be on Fox Monday nights? See, I would take that. Have Monday Night Raw on Monday night on Fox or FS1 in that situation. Friday Night SmackDown goes to USA. See, I would be open to that idea because then down the line, I could just ditch cable and then I could just get Sling TV. I would much rather be happier with that. Because I'm borrowing a Sling account right now to watch the NFL Red Zone. And I'm going to be using it Thanksgiving weekend because the Ravens are going to be on a bye week. So I'll probably watch the Red Zone then. So, yeah, there's that in the picture that I'm thinking of. To get my own Sling, pay for it, and hey, I get wrestling 3 days a week. Well, actually, no, counting AEW, that'd be 6 wrestling shows on Sling TV, which we know their parent company is Dish Network. So there you go. Now, I'm assuming, I know where Mike is. So if Mike is talking about cable, you're thinking if he's in northwestern New Jersey, that would probably be Optimum. So there you go. I'm thinking that would be his, provider for cable. Let me see. Let me read that comment. I'm going to read it. Would Fox really take Raw over its reality show that currently airs Monday nights? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Can't they just put it on FS1? Because I would think that would make more sense. Move it over to Fox Sports 1. Like I figured, yeah. Because I know the Optimum service range very well. So that's why I was assuming where you are in New Jersey, the northern part of the state, you had Optimum. Okay. Because I have a friend who lives in South Jersey, and she loves her Phillies, and she cannot go without her Comcast. Without her Comcast, then she wouldn't be able to watch the Phillies or the 76ers. So there you have it. But yeah, I have DirecTV, and me and my parents have had DirecTV now since 2005. Right? So, again, down the line, if let's say if I'm on my own down the line, and let's say WWE needs to be the option where I need it. Well, for my birthday, I'm getting the Peacock Premium Plus for the whole year. I'm going to pay the $120. Get it over with. See, I wish Netflix was like that. I don't want to pay by the month. But that's besides the point. So I'm going to pay for that on my birthday. That'll be taken care of. And then by the month, I would rather pay for Sling. Because again, you can get, oh, but then how would I get CBS? See, I think it would make more sense for me to pay for Paramount Plus by the month. Not for the whole year, because then I'm wasting money that way. And I can figure out which one I get for the whole year. Pay for Peacock Premium Plus by the month. See, I used to do that with WWE Networks. That could make sense. Let me think. Monday night. Hello, Joy. Let me make you a mod. There you go, Joy. Regular standard Peacock Plus. Mike, I want to be honest with you. My mom loves The Voice, and when I paid for the Premium Plus for the 1 month, she's like, for your birthday, you better be paying that because I'm already paying for Hulu as it is. You should be contributing. And I'm like, fine, you're paying for the Hulu, then at least I should be paying for the Peacock Premium Plus for the whole year. So there you go. And it would be on my benefit because I get WWE. So there you go. The ads, listen, if my mom's watching The Voice and, all of a sudden she sees an ad, it's gonna drive her crazy. And trust me, watching the ads while I'm watching Michael Scott on The Office, it's like, God, please, no, no. Oh no, is my dad playing in the attic again? Yep, I just heard him. Okay. What time is it now? 6:26. Okay. Just keeping an eye on the time, guys. Because, I think dinner might be ready at 7. Here we go, guys. Get some water here. Talking about WWE for that long, wow, really tires you out. Woo! There goes my back. Oh no, they're playing the happy birthday song. Also, again, I want to make sure that I keep an eye on the time because I'm waiting for Islanders to be in at 7:30. Yeah, 7:30 tonight. Make sure I got the right time. Oh my, guys. So I'm gonna have to end the stream at 7 no matter what. I thought it was at 7:30 tonight. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the Sniper Wolf situation. I do not have a clue on what's going on with Sniper Wolf. I have to see what's going on with that because I'm only worried about the Pine Power situation right now. I'm educated on what's going on. One of my mods messaged me earlier saying, you know, you may want to read this, and I'm flat out disgusted with what's happened. Pine Power has every right to call out Charles Evans, and since they are a public agency, I did notice in the video that the 516 number was given out, and a particular individual who we're not going to name on here at this time has been taking advantage of the Freedom of Information Act, which does not fall under YouTube creative, YouTube community guidelines. Excuse me there for a second. The situation at hand is when John gave out that phone number that was not a violation of the Copyright Protection Law, Section 107. And because Charles Evans represents the public in theory, and the little last name slip up came out, that technically does not go against the community guidelines. But there's going to be a lot more stuff that may come out in the near future if Pine Power is going to file the lawsuit. And I can tell you this for sure. Once this, I'm hoping it does go to court at this point, because the way they're treating Pine Power is just so disgusting. It really, really is. So I can already tell you the name of the case will be John Michnow v. CEC Center, I think. That's going to be the name of the lawsuit that will get filed eventually. I hope it does, because believe me, with the court system in Nassau, it's disgusting.
I mean, when you file I know this for a fact because I have a friend who works for a workers' comp fund. When you try to file, try having the DA's office in general, in any circumstance, file complaints, and then it takes a while to even face the judge. So, at this time, there's no, to answer Joy's question, there's no definitive date on when John will intend to sue. Because first things first, John's got a lawyer up. I mean, you know how many legal fees are going to come out of that? I mean, I wish somebody could, come up with a legal defense fund. Because there's certain things that I can and cannot help with. For an example, people have asked me, and I've even had Andrew Giuliani reach out to me. Oh, why can't you help my dad right now? And I'm like, Andrew, I have SSI. I can't just give money away to your dad and then get myself involved and then, lose my SSI. All just because I'm trying to help your dad out. So that's one example I can't help. But I can help with John's legal defense because that's not a political motive. This is for, a general claims incident we're talking about in a legal term. So since this is a non-politically motivated situation, like what John's dealing with, I can help legally. I can contribute to a defense fund. Now, as far as how much I'm going to disclose, I'm not going to say that on here, but Joy, I will try to keep you posted, because again, John's got a lawyer up. I mean, again, with the defense fees and how much a lawyer will charge to even have a consultation, it can be pretty complicated, But John does have every legal right to sue Charles Evans, and a particular individual is bullying not only John, but particularly the Charles Evans Center and their staff. And those actions should 100% be condoned. There is no question about that. And this particular individual, should he continue to interfere possibly with this lawsuit, which could be filed at any day now, he should be facing the consequences. So we'll see what happens down the line, but I would hope that there will be a good judge in this situation. I mean, again, I'm not a judge. I'm not Ann Donnelly, the Nassau DA. I can't prosecute and make a determination. So the only course of action I could see John taking, if he can't get a lawyer, would be to have excuse me, the noise distracted me. Would have to be going through a court-appointed lawyer. There, now I'm saying it correctly. Or another thing that he could maybe do would be looking to get a public defender, where a public defender, sure, they don't have bar recognition, but maybe they're working their way towards bar recognition, and they could, represent John in court. Now, certainly, I don't want to be the guy that does it. It would have to be somebody that maybe is looking to practice law and is looking to become a lawyer themselves. Like, again, that's what a public defender does. Sometimes they do that, or they have aspirations of becoming a district attorney on their own. So, trust me, I know legal stuff just because, remember, I ran for public office a year ago, so I know how these things work most cases, so yeah. Yes, I am looking out the window right now. The sun has set on this somewhat surprisingly interesting, windy day. Now, as far as if John wins his case, I should acknowledge his agency is going to have to do the right thing and let him move to a desired place that he wishes to based on market value from what John has disclosed. So that should be the first thing that John should be allowed to do if he's able to win in court. And unfortunately, the bad news is if John loses in court, and I'm hoping that would not be the situation at hand, but if it does come to that, then you know how much stress and agita it's going to be if John has to go to New Jersey? I mean, the emotional drama of going to court and then losing would be... I mean, I would be devastated. You kidding me? I would personally be devastated. Just because somebody tried standing up for their legal right in court to remain in New York and look out for their better interest, and then a judge says, sorry, this isn't how it works. I hope that's not the case. I hope John gets a good judge. Or again, a good lawyer or a good public defender on his side. But, yeah. But then that becomes a factor, and then having a disability readjusted, I mean, that could... You know how long that takes? So that's why, again, John's trying to better himself. And I get where he's coming from. But again, there are certain people who, again, don't like that idea. So I'm very optimistic. If it's not this calendar year, then I got a feeling it'll happen next year. And I'm only saying next year because, you know, if it has to come to it and John can't lawyer up or get a public defender, then, you know, it's going to come to that point. You know, I don't want to think about saying New Jersey, but and then I want to mention Yuki. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard, Yuki is going to Japan next month. He's leaving New York for good on November 30th. So, yeah. And as far as what I'm doing next year, I'll, you know, get to that point in another time. I mean, right now, what I'm focused on is, you know, making sure that me, as president of the Creators Guild, we condone the certain individuals' behavior against the Pine Power LI YouTube account. And we can get involved because as a union, that's our job. So, you know, that's the way it is. Again, Joy, I will get to that at a later point in 24. Not now. Not tonight. No. Next year. But we're going to make sure that the greater good is looked out for. That's all I'm saying. So, let's discuss Yuki. Just last week, the landlord of his building has sold it. And the tenants have to be out of the building in Jackson Heights on November 30th, which unfortunately includes Yuki. And that same week that Yuki got that letter, his mom bought a condominium in Japan in an undisclosed location on the island. So November 30th, Yuki will be leaving from JFK Airport and will be flying to Japan. It's either JFK or Newark. I don't remember what he told me specifically, but either going to be one of the two, and Yuki is going back home to Japan, is what he's been saying to everyone. And I never thought in a million years that Yuki would be going home for good. But unfortunately, the landlord has placed Yuki in a very difficult decision along with his mom. So, you know, would I like for Yuki to come out? Maybe I could see Yuki before he leaves for good. I'll talk that out with him, Joy. Because, you know, losing Yuki is going to be very devastating to the transit community, along with Yuki's other passion, which is veganism. You know, Yuki has told me, you know, a lot about vegan meat all over the city and places that I never knew of. Yuki told me about this place I should visit one time on the west side of Manhattan. I don't remember where it is, but yeah. You know, I am going to miss Yuki. And I'm sure a lot of us are going to miss Yuki. And not having Yuki around is just going to feel a little empty. You know, we hopefully send our best wishes to Yuki, as he will be going back to Japan on Monday, November 30th. And the only good I can see out of this is at least Yuki gets to spend one more Thanksgiving here in New York. Now, I don't know what he's going to be doing, but we'll see when it comes to that. But then also maybe Yuki and his mom are doing it to benefit themselves. So me and Yuki have been going back and forth recently about how I know the public transit system in Israel very well, and Yuki knows a lot about the Japan network. And I gotta tell you one thing about both the countries, and I'm very proud to say, is that both Israel and Japan have wonderful high-speed rail, where you could go from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem in about 35 minutes. Now, yes, there's Shabbat, and the train never... I always tell everybody this. And I tell everybody when they fly El Al, do not go to Israel unless you have the intention of staying in Tel Aviv for the night. If you're in Tel Aviv, you're stuck with a taxi. That's pretty much it. I mean, Uber does run on Shabbat. But if you want to go to Jerusalem, you're going to have to spend plenty of shekels to get over to Jerusalem, because the amount of shekels you have to pay out the currency in Israel, it's ugh. But yeah, Japan and Israel have something in common. There's high-speed rail. Yuki's going to be able to enjoy high-speed rail joy. He hasn't had that experience in a very long time, which that's the one thing he's told me he's looking forward to. I have always, before the war happened in Israel, wanted to go and ride the train myself from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. But, getting a flight on El Al can be expensive. I may have family. I don't know. The person who just asked. Hang on. Yeah.
Come to the basement in 5 minutes to do business.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, guys, looks like I'm gonna have to end this. My dad needs help with something, so I can't be rude to him. So, I'm gonna go help my dad with what he needs me to do before dinner. So, hope you all enjoyed this live stream. So, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say for now. All I know is I hope next weekend I can maybe go out. But if not, maybe we'll do another stream next week. So, that's it, everyone. Have a good night. And I guess we'll all talk soon.